Hi guys, it's Mini Pleasures. I am here again today to make a video on the topic that I would like to kind of, like discuss with you is, like bags I would try to avoid and probably would never buy. Um, the term never is probably, like it's kind of strong, but I try to adhere to this word because these bags have something in them that I don't really want to waste my money on. So first bag that I don't want to buy on my, for me, it's just in my own opinion, okay? I would never buy a patent leather bags, because these kinds of bags are, these are made of leather, but they're kind of like coated, like leather, and it's like a plasticky, like material that's coating the leather. And so I've seen some pictures, like, from people having a patent leather. I actually saw one before when I was at a Louis Vuitton boutique, and the patent, I think it was like an Alma BB. No, it was the Alma, the neck size, the Alma MM size, and they had it displayed on the top. I wish I've taken a picture of it, but um, the the front, I think it touched onto something, and the handle too was the handle was not up, so it was touching, and it made an indent on the front of the patent leather bag. So that's why I try to avoid not to buy any patent leather bags. The second bag that I would like to avoid is the tweed, those bags that are made of tweed materials. Tweeds are, like very, very nice to look at. I think tweed for me, they are very expensive, especially the Chanel bags made of tweeds. They are very expensive. And for me, I think I should just, like confine my tweeds to, like clothing, um, for me, because tweed is a very, very kind of a delicate material. Like if um if you kind of messed it up, it could snag, or if you're wearing your bag, and if you're going to a restaurant or something, and if you spill something on it, it's very hard to clean. So it's a no-no for me. No brainer. And then the next bag that I would try to avoid is, bags made of velvet material, because velvet is also a very delicate material. It's very nice to the touch, but eventually it's going to fade, and that color, the color of the bag, is not going to be uniform anymore. There will be fading on some part of the bag, and the other part may be still, okay, it may still be in the original color. So I would try to avoid the velvet, bags made of velvet material. The next bag that I would try to avoid would be bags made of PVC. So I have read about, PVC. So PVC is, it's a plastic material, and it's very, it's non-biodegradable, so it's really harmful to the environment. It's not just harmful to the environment, it's harmful to us and to, the animals. So I would not buy a PVC bag. Leave it, like under the heat of the sun, it could turn yellow, or it could because it's a plastic material, it could kind of shrink, or it could also expand because it's made of plastic. So that's a no-no for me, bags made of PVC. And then I also want to try to avoid bags that are, like collaboration bags, like bags that are, like Gucci, for example. They had a bag that they collaborated with Balenciaga. Those bags are very, very nice, but they are very expensive. So I try to avoid them because they are out of my, they're out of my reach, my budget, and these kinds of bags are more or less like, they're not classic, they're more trendy. So once the trend fades, it's no longer, like, um it's no longer, up to date. So I really try not to buy bags that are very trendy. For me personally, this is just my own opinion. Some people like bags that are trendy, but for me, I like to stay in, you know, I like to have my bags, classic, because it will last for a long time. It lasts a lifetime, and I can pass it on to my kids, and it will still be relevant to that day, when they will use it. The other bags that I would, avoid buying would be limited edition bags, like, like Louis Vuitton. They always come, like every year they come up with limited edition bags, especially when Christmas is coming. They come up with, very limited edition bags, or even SLGs. They come up with it, and um, these items are very, very expensive, as opposed to just, like the regular canvas, for example. So I try to avoid limited edition items. um, the other bag that I would try to avoid is bags that have too much hardware. Can you imagine, how heavy it would be? Um, I think one example of the bag is the bag that is from, what is this? Oh, geez, I forgot. Minx for All has this bag, and she really, uh, Bottega Veneta, it just came out. Bottega Veneta came up with this bag where, it was very nice, like it was collapsible, but the hardware of that bag is so chunky that it's very, very heavy. And Minx for All, I think got a she got rid of that bag because it was very heavy, and when she puts it down on the counter, it makes too much sound because of the hardware. So these kinds of bag, I try, I would never buy, because when you have like arthritis, it's very heavy on you. It's gonna wear you out. It's a burden on your shoulder. So, and then last this is not the last, this is the second to the last bag that I would try to avoid: bags that are, made of exotic leathers. um, there are bags made from crocodile, from snake, lizards, whatever skin of animals, they come up with. I do not like touching, like bags that are made from snakes or from crocodiles. Um, and least to say, these bags are very, very expensive. Last but not the least, bags that are full of embellishment. You know, the Prada has a bag that has like all sequins. It's it's nice to look at, but practically it's not practical. um it it might just be a bag that you can wear on a very special occasion, like going to a gala, going to a party. But how many times do you have to go to a parties or gala? So for me personally, I'm a simple dresser, and I don't want to you know, wear bags that, hey, you know, like I've got the most bling bag out there, you know, like take a look at me. It's like, you know, like you are calling out, you know, from people, like you want to be the center of attraction. So that's how I feel, you know, with bags that are made of sequins, you know, bling blings or studs, you know, like the one from Valentino that's made of a lot of rock studs. um I think like it's too much embellishment. It just takes away the simplicity of the bag. I like my bags simple. So yeah, this is all for now, guys. If you have any reaction to the bags that, you know, I try to avoid buying, and what are your thoughts? Like, do you have any bags that you also, you know, avoid buying? So, you know, just let's have a discussion below. You know, put down your comments below and tell me why you're avoiding these kinds of bags. Yeah, this is all for now. Until, you know, next video. Bye. Have a good day.